Dana Plato became widely recognized at a very young age, entering the entertainment industry during a time when child actors were quickly placed into the public spotlight. Her early success brought admiration and attention, but also introduced her to a level of visibility that is difficult for anyone, especially a young performer, to fully understand or manage. As she grew older, the transition from childhood roles to adult life unfolded under constant public observation, where even small changes in appearance or career direction were noticed and discussed. Media environment of the time. The entertainment landscape during Dana Plato's rise was very different from today's digital world. There were no social platforms for public figures to speak directly to audiences or shape their own narratives in real time. Instead, magazines, television programs, and newspapers acted as the primary gatekeepers of celebrity information. This meant that images and stories were often presented without full context, and once published, they could define public perception for years. For young stars especially, this environment often left little room for privacy or personal growth outside of public interpretation, rediscovering past images in modern context. In recent years, older photographs of many public figures from past decades have resurfaced online, including images of Dana Plato from her adult life. These moments, when viewed today, often spark conversation because they are separated from their original context. What may have been ordinary personal or professional photographs at the time can now be reinterpreted through modern expectations and digital commentary. This shift in perspective sometimes leads to misunderstanding, as audiences today may not be familiar with the cultural norms and media practices of earlier eras. Public perception and evolving understanding. As these images circulate again, they often become part of broader discussions about fame, privacy, and how public figures are treated. In earlier decades, celebrities had limited control over how their image was used or interpreted. Today, there is greater awareness of how media framing can influence public opinion, especially when context is missing. Dana Plato's experiences reflect a larger pattern seen with many former child stars who grew up in an industry that offered fame early but provided limited protection from its long-term pressures. Her story is frequently revisited, not just for nostalgia, but as a way to better understand how public narratives are shaped. Reflection on legacy and lessons. Looking back, Dana Plato's life and career continue to prompt reflection on how the entertainment industry has evolved. Her journey highlights the importance of empathy when revisiting past public figures, particularly when their lives are reduced to isolated moments or images. A more complete understanding comes from considering the broader context of their work, challenges, and personal growth over time. Rather than focusing on fragmented visuals or headlines, modern discussions increasingly emphasize the value of compassion and historical awareness. In this way, revisiting her story becomes less about judgment and more about learning how to engage with media and memory more thoughtfully.